Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Krishna Priya. This is the Human Colony Hucolo webinar. It's Saturday, the 7th of March, 2026. And we have with us our dear friend and brother, Toni Ghazi. He's here on a week that's normally a gym week, but Toni is stepping in for the next March and April, thankfully. And we still may see Jim at the end of the month, but we're just giving him some chance to recover. And we feel very excited that Toni's going to hold us in his loving hands for the next couple weeks. Where are you, Toni? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm in Palm Beach, Florida
Okay.
at the New Life Expo. It just begun like at 10 a.m., which is about an hour ago, I think.
Oh, wow.
Uh, so it's been a quite of a morning to set up, and I'm actually quite grateful that I'm here because setting up and getting ready and waking up early and looking the way that I look at times, which takes some time. It's like you're in this like washing machine and then it's like, so this is perfect to get into the channel state, give blessings to everyone.
You set
And
up and then you've got to be on, and it's kind of like you're trying to recover from one thing before you go into the next thing. Yeah.
which I can be on easily. It's just like setting up. I get distracted by so many people saying hello and asking questions, and I'm like, I have to do my, you have to. I just want to get
I have
that done so
a
I can be
channel
there for.
on the Human Colony right now. So we'll be interesting because every week I think you're in a different place. So we'll get to find out where you are each time.
Totally, and I'll bring all the blessings from the geographic location, Mother Earth, to everyone, and of course to Jim and his journey.
Thank you so much. So we will just do just quick blessings, just very short blessings, everyone, because we have exactly 1 hour with Toni today. And so I want to be respectful of his time and also give everyone a chance to ask their questions. And so why don't we start? Angie, do you want to do a blessing? We'll do,
No, I'm
no? Okay, we'll
no.
do Wendy, Susan, Christy, do you want to do a blessing?
Me, no, at the moment. I'm busy.
Okay.
Well,
We'll just
with
do Wendy and
family
Susan
here.
then, and Michael if he wants to do one, but I think he's at the vet, so maybe not. I think we keep it short. We do Wendy and Susan. Wendy, are you ready to do a blessing?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right. One moment. Acha inyo orenya eteki tuktriana tatkutuiana ma ishiri arana itato iena hai eteki ishatierni oronya ahie shoto otia nishtarana koshtara. Namaste. Do you want me to go ahead and translate? Many blessings to all of you beings who are here in this now moment. You will find that these energies that are coming into each of you have been quite strong and will continue to be so for another few weeks. As these energies are coming in, remember to open your hearts, to connect with water, connect with those who you have stepped away from in forgiveness and love. This will bring beauty and joy into your upcoming months of summertime. Many blessings.
Kia siku ya e tita azuku haya titi azuki ya tutu ya tia kuku ya sia ya kia tita kuzi ya ki titi ku tutu ya siku ya kia kia zaya ku tita ya siki tita ku tita ya siku ya tita ya kuku ku ya siki tita ku tutu titi ku tutu hasika ki ku tutu tita siku ku ya tita ku tita ku tita siki ku tita hasika ku tita ku tita Blessings to all. I am Serta of the Arcturians. I am here to extend our blessings to you from the Arcturian Healing Council for those that are going through extensive transformational processes at this time to release the old and welcome in these new energies, to hold them within your bodies, these higher vibrations, so that this transmission will help to assist with this in helping to hold these new energies and to continue to support you upon your journey to greater enlightenment. Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you. Just with us in the room, I just wanted to announce we've got Christy, Malcolm, Michael, Stephanie, Susan, Angie, myself, and of course, Toni. So, and more people coming in. So much love to you. Toni, I'm going to turn it over to you. If you want to give just a quick introduction of yourself, who you are, what you do, I think that's the best way to go. And then we'll move into some channeling. I just want to be respectful of your time. I'm so
No,
glad
thank you.
you're able to be here just at sort of short notice. Yeah.
No, of course. You know, like when I received the email from Krish, I'm gonna say Krish without
Krishna Priya. Yeah, you could say
Krishna
KP.
Priya.
You could say
Okay,
KP.
got it. Krishna Priya, I just felt I knew I have such a deep connection with Jim, so I'm like I absolutely am happy, regardless of where I am, to be in the moment, you know, for him and with everybody else. So my name is Toni Ghazi, everyone. In case you don't know who I am, I channel the Praying-Mantis Beings, insectoid beings, and I'm at the New Life Expo in Palm Beach near the waters. Just opening my heart to everyone. And I want to say it was really beautiful to experience two different light languages and two different beings. It feels very galactic. It feels very global, but on a universal way, like multidimensional. So it's just nice. It feels like a big family right now, energetically speaking. So I'm going to channel the Praying Mantis Beings for you guys. And you're welcome to pose any questions for them, whatever you want to do. Personal questions, general questions, like whatever you want. It is your time to speak your truth. And I will let them in. And then oftentimes, like they are able to connect to a lot of other beings. They're my conduit to all forms of communication, if that makes sense. So whatever you want to do, I'm here at your disposal. They are here of service, and we'll have fun. The main thing is have fun. Nothing is serious. I just want to make sure my chest is not two-way open, but if it opens as I'm speaking, then it is what it is.
Also, too, you had said that if anyone had a request of a certain being, that that they could ask for the being, and then the praying mantis beings would ask for them or through them.
Yes, exactly. Like they're happy. Sorry, I just had to fix it. I realized on the left. Like they're happy to bring through whatever energy or being or consciousness. If you would like a message from them, it will still come through the praying mantis beings, but it will be kind of diluted, dissected, translated through the mantises. Oftentimes, like when I bring other people through or other like energies through, like the language will change and you'll feel the frequency and like the tuning may change. I just don't know. But I've had that happen before. So we'll keep it free flowing, whatever you guys want to do. When you have a chance to speak whatever you want to speak, right? Whatever you want to do. Bring a being, ask a question, be yourself, do light language, whatever it is. They're very open to all forms of consciousness. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you. And we'll
Cool.
see you on the other side, basically.
Yes. And then, yes, exactly. And then please bring me out, because if you don't, I'll stay in the channel state until you bring me out. So
5 minutes before the top of the hour.
no problem.
Okay. Good.
Okay, amazing. So as they come in, like they're going to do like a little bit of toning and like the elongate words. They'll bring a message for the collective, and then they say you're welcome to pose a question. When you hear that, then you can go ahead and like begin dialoguing with them and give the I guess the microphone to whoever needs to ask a question. Okay. Just for now, if you're not driving, close your eyes. Just take a deep breath in, and as you do, it's the slowness of the breath. Be present with every molecule of breath that you are taking in, and take it in as much as you can at your leisure, regardless of my instructions. Keep breathing in very slowly, and when you are ready, breathe out also very slowly. It is about the slowness of the breath, being present with every microsecond of the breath. Just relax your nervous system, relax your mind. Open up your heart. There are no restrictions, no limitations, no words, no vocabulary, no definitions. Nothing exists except the infinite within you. And throughout the duration of this session, you are welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them or anything in between. Trust your heart. There are no structures within the infinite. And from the Antares Stargate, we come through in this way. To co-create with you this beautiful reality of oneness. To merge our heart with your heart. To be one with you in this way. To be one with the sound of creations that you are. And as we connect with you in this way, we are here to remind you that your journey and the many journeys that you are able to remember consciously or unconsciously through the idea of synchronicities or being conscious of what's happening is all the point. That there is really no one way of enlightening or expanding yourself. There is no one absolute in the sense of what is within the infinite, as it all serves the infinite. It all serves source and creation. And what we are here to remind you is that everything that you do, everything that you can conceive of, everything that you can dream of, everything that you feel, experience, go in, go without, extend, release, etc., however, whichever vocabulary or definition you tend to use to comprehend your infiniteness, all of it is of the same value as everything else. Through the eyes of creation and through our eyes in which we comprehend what the infinite is, everything is of equal value of the infinite. There is no one level that is higher than the next. There is no past life that is less awakened than the next. You are always awakened in the now moment of creation. And what you are attempting through the idea of awakening is to realize that becoming conscious and aware and present and surrendering into what is right here and right now is the point, is the gift, is the key that allows you to unlock the doors of the many heavens that exist within you. Because God, the universe, spirits, source, whatever language you use to comprehend the all, resides within you. And the idea of consciousness and expansion and enlightenment is simply becoming aware that you are all of it. And be mindful the moment that you judge an aspect of you, the moment that you judge a moment of you as being of less value than some future value, future destination, then in that moment you are separating yourself from the infinite. And that's what awakening your hearts mean. To go in with compassion, to stretch the limitation, the idea of what heart means, to stretch the idea of love to the next level of love without conditions, unconditional. That regardless of the experiences that you have had in the past, regardless of the experiences that you are having right here and right now, regardless of how your logic and the mind is attempting to understand the more, is attempting to compartmentalize things, remember that all of it are ingredients of whom you call source and God. And when you have the ability beyond the idea of consciousness, beyond the idea of logic, when you have the ability to tap into your heart and from compassion, from simply witnessing what is to be God, are the moments where you will and are truly awakening within yourself, realizing that all of these words, definitions, experiences, expansions, ideas, logic, all of it was the point, all of it allowing you to understand yourself as the infinite being. And with that, we will begin our dialogue with you in this way. You are welcome to pose a question when you are ready.
Okay, Angie, did you need to do that now, or can we wait till the end?
And
Okay, great. All right, Susan has a question. Go ahead, Susan. And anyone else has a question, please put their cue in the chat.
Hello, thank you so much for coming today, my dear brothers and sisters. I am going through a allergic reaction on my face this past week, and especially around my eyes. They're very red and dry and irritated still, and I took a like a 5-day course of an oral steroid, but now I'm having some like stomach pains after I stopped it a few days ago, and I'm just wondering if you can provide any insights as far as anything that might assist me in clearing these energies, bringing my body back into balance, like what perhaps might be a source in my environment that might be triggering this reaction, anything that might be helpful to provide me some guidance as far as how I can best clear and balance, my physical vessel.
Yes. Thank you for opening your heart and posing such a question. As many of you will begin and are going to begin to awaken through the following answer. And again, we will explain to you what you just said. We will awaken you to what and how you have judged yourself through such statements. And we will encourage you to re-listen when you receive the recording to how you posed the question and how you separated yourself from the infinite aspect of who you are. That because it is through your perfect vessel, the perfect sacred geometry construction of who you are, that you allow yourself the experience of what you call eye irritation. The moment that you said, how can I release aspect of this experience? The moment that you said, how can I bring back my body into balance? Those two statements already tell you that you have judged the experience itself, that you have told yourself that I am out of balance, that this is a experience that I do not prefer, and I'm going to bury it, I'm going to push it, I am going to heal it. We do not believe in the idea of healing from the idea or from the perspective of you being broken. We simply believe that everything is experience of the infinite. And what you are attempting to do through this experience, when your mind, when the logic receives a form of experience that it does not prefer it because you already have a definition within your field of what you already prefer. You have already placed in your judgment, in your lens of logic, that shall I be on this spectrum of reality? Shall I be whole? Shall I be able to see clearly, etc., etc.? Then I am in balance, that I am perfect. But shall I be experiencing aspects of creation that are different than this spectrum? Shall my eyes be irritated? Then I perhaps need to be healed. I need to understand in a way and bring myself back to that side of the equation. That, our dearest one, is what you are awakening to. That every moment of your creation, every moment of your experience, regardless of how the logical mind is receiving it based on the definition systems that were embedded, or you've been trained, or you've been conditioned through society, through your own stories, through language, through education, through your social media, through marketing, through your doctors, through your holistic teachers, etc., etc. You are awakening to that idea that I am in perfect balance. And because I am already balanced, I am allowing myself the experience and the illusion of what imbalance looks like. But you are not in balance. What is happening within your field is that your eyes are beginning to open up. Your energy field is beginning to open up, and your physical body is giving you the idea of a reaction, so you do not rely on the sight of the eye. So you can begin to rely on the energy essence, the electromagnetic field, and the many other senses that your humanity is not aware of yet. You see, when you begin to redefine what you are experiencing and asking even the moment in which you are attempting to push away the idea of your eyes being puffy, the eyes being irritated, when you go fully into it, not fully understanding, and it is not relevant for you to totally understand why it is coming. What is relevant for you is to surrender fully into it and begin speaking to it from the perspective of oneness, from the perspective of aspect of the infinite, from the perspective that it is part of me. And what is that allowing me to do? How is that enlightening me? And when you fully surrender from the space of magic, from the space of wonderment, from the space of love without conditions, not judging what is happening, but simply surrendering to it, you will illuminate the answers beyond the logic, and you will fall into your heart, and you will be able to see beyond the physical eyes. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Thank you.
that is an initiation, our dearest one, allowing you to expand further from what the mind already transcribed and believes your reality is.
Beautifully said. Yes. Yeah, come back to center, just be present with the experience, accept what is. Yes. Thank you
Yeah.
for expressing in such a beautiful way. I will definitely re-listen to your message. I'll let you go on to the next question, but thank you so much for your insights. That was beautiful.
Indeed, indeed, we will mention one more thing for everyone else that is listening. When you are restructuring the idea of your logic, oftentimes, and you may comprehend these concepts from your heart at times, but when you go back with yourself, you may go back to the mind. Be mindful on the frequency differential of how the logic can allow you the illusion of thinking you understood fully what was said, but it is your heart, the absolute full surrender into what is, that will awaken you to the aspects of awakening beyond words. It is an energetic gift that you are giving yourself to truly expand into the many senses that you are.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Blessings to you.
Thank you so much. Okay, Christy. Christy has a question. Go ahead, Christy.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for taking my question. This is Christy here. Nice to meet you. My
Yes.
question is, I am having interactions with the Mantis Collective now for some time. And on one occasion, I had an interaction with a Mantis being in the woods where I walk. Can I ask you, please, is this connection for my highest good at this time, please?
You see her smile?
Yes.
The short answer to your question is yes. But regardless of that, be mindful at how you pose such a question. And again, and we will continue to remind humanity on the many forms of judgment that humanity uses and becomes part of, that is cloaked and wrapped in the illusion of what you call love. Posing such a question, whether or not such an experience was of your highest good, is a form of judgment. Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Be mindful going forward at receiving fully what is occurring, because what is occurring isn't happening outside in. The idea of meeting the mantis beings within your woods did not occur outside in. It happened from your inside out. You awakened an aspect of your memory, aspect of your knowledge. You enlightened, you shined a light on a version of you within your consciousness that allowed you to perceive the idea of praying mantis beings in this dense world that you have created through the lens of limitation. Is that clear?
Yeah.
And when you fully comprehend beyond the logic that what occurred, what seems to be outside of me, really occurred from my own consciousness inside of me, then you realize such a question is irrelevant. And you realize that such an experience was the point and was a gift, yes? Because you are creating it to begin with from within, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. So welcome
Yes.
to your awakening. Welcome to such insectoid beings. And what occurred, we will give you a specific message for that experience. What we have shown the channel is the image of what you call a television set. And the idea of a being coming out of the television set into your physical reality. Are you able to imagine that?
Yes.
That is precisely what occurred within the idea of your consciousness as you are walking in the woods. That within yourself, you awaken an aspect of your own energy and remembrance that happened from that sense that it came outside of, projected outside of what you call this reality, this television outside of you, and became part of you. So, congratulations and opening up and unlocking the door within you that allows you and will continue to allow you access to the many beings from the many realms within you. How did you feel? What energy did you receive? What did your intuition tell you when that experience occurred?
Well, it was quite interesting, and I actually enjoyed the experience. It wasn't a negative experience. What happened was I was walking my dog, and the mantis being took my dog lead from me. I I sensed he was playing this game, or she was playing this game with me in the woods. Now, I was given this update by my guides, one being Renturus Velantrius, that this mantis being took the dog lead from you in the park. And I thought it was interesting, really. But besides that interaction, I've always been drawn to the Mantis Collective for most of my life. So it wasn't just that one occasion. I do and still do feel that that relationship has opened up on many levels.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
And yes, and we will also give you one more message, our dearest one. The image of whom you call Jesus, Christ consciousness, is also tied to this connection. Regardless of the religious meaning and aspect of what that means. The energy and consciousness of Christ, the unconditional love, the compassion, is also tied, related specifically and intimately to this idea whom you call praying mantis beings, because the vibration and frequency of those insectoid beings is of similar vibration of whom you call the Christ consciousness. So as you were growing up, perhaps you were not religious, but as you were growing up, you had that intimate connection with whom you call God, and the frequency of unconditional love opened up an aspect of you for those beings. So it is no coincidence to us that you have always connected with them from an early age.
Yeah.
And they are loyal to you, our dearest one. We are mentioning that to the connection of whom you call the dog. They took the leash of the dog, they took the lead because they are reminding you of their loyalty to you. That they have always been with you for many eons, regardless of or your memory, you remember them from this lifetime. They have been with you, have been awakened as aspect of your own sacred geometrical light structure from eons and eons and eons. They will always be loyal to you. They will always guide you when you need them. And you have the ability to call on them whenever you prefer and choose. Know that fully.
Yeah, that has been really a beautiful update. I have felt nothing but unconditional love from these beings. And they are a vibration and frequency that always comes into my awareness. And
Yes.
it's been a pleasure connecting with you at this time. Much love, dear one.
Yes, it is our pleasure as well. And as a reminder, you are awakening those structures within you. And everything else that you are experiencing outside of you is simply a delayed aspect of what has already awakened within you. You are that Mantis Collective.
Oh, thank you so much. Much love, dear one.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Michael, do you have I can ask his question. Are you back from the vet or not? Can you ask or should I ask?
You can ask, please.
Okay, all right. He says, that was Michael. He says, am I on the right path? Thank you and blessings.
You are beginning to see the trend of judgment that humanity lives. Yes. Am I on the right path?
Right.
Full judgment of where you are. Full judgment of where you are. The burying, the the construction of some other path having more value than where you are right here and right now. And that's what each and every one of you are awakening to. That is what enlightenment is, to become aware that where I am, regardless of what society told me life is, regardless of what society told me success is, regardless of what society told me what healed state is, all of these illusions, these conceptual ideas of what you think you are far beyond that logic. You are far beyond what the mind is able to construct. You are the infinite. You are all the path. You are everything. And you place yourself on all of these paths by your perfect design to allow you to remember again that you are all of it. We have told humanity many times, how else are you able to remember that you are an infinite being? Shall you not experience every aspect of that spectrum you call the infinite continuum? So when you begin to realize fully that where I am, and yes, there will be this fight, yes, there will be this war within the ego, within the mind, within the construct. But when you constantly remind yourself that I do not need to fully understand the mechanism, the trajectory, the destination. There are no destinations, our dearest one. When you like go and surrender into all of that and simply have the intention that although I may not have all of the pieces, I may not understand fully what this past means, I have the intention to understand, to desire with my heart that what I am going through right now, although it is painful, although it is scary, although it feels lonely, although it feels disempowered, is part of creation, because God, our dearest ones, resides in everything. God is in everything, even the idea you do not prefer. Nothing is created without the element, the frequency, and the fuel you call God. So even though, or even you are living a life you do not prefer, even your mind may think you are living a path you do not desire, that path is still being created. That creation is being fueled by something. What is that something? That something is God, is the unconditional love frequency. God, universe, source loves you unconditionally, without conditions, that allows you to experience the infinite continuum, one of which is this specific path that you are judging with the logical mind. Is that clear, our dearest friend Michael?
Yes, thank you. So it's always better to hear it from a higher evolved being, but thank you so much. Blessings.
We will nitpick in precise surgeons, we will go into such a statement. We understand from your heart what you meant by saying that you enjoyed listening to it from a higher being. That is a disempowerment of self. You and us and everyone else and every other consciousness, the water consciousness, the animals, the insects, the other humans around you, the wind, the planetary bodies, and every other alien being you can ever conceive of are all of equal value. Be mindful on how you speak to yourself. Be mindful and become aware of the choice of the words that you are using, because the choice of the words that you are using are a window to the definition systems within you. We are awakening each other through this dialogue. And through our eyes, our dearest one, you are as an equal ascended master as us and everyone else on this call and everyone else that is listening to us. And we would like to deliver one specific message for you. The angelic beings, the angelic sound frequencies, vibration, and light structures are also around you. Do not worry. You are always guided by the consciousness you call angels.
Yes, thank you so much. Blessings.
Yes.
Wendy has a question. Go ahead, Wendy.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am loving this conversation because I feel like over the last year, this awareness to awareness of love and the vibration and how things are said and the expression and the feeling and the acknowledgement of self are all things that I have been going through. So, on that footnote, if you could please share a message with me from whichever beings are wanting to come through. And if it's you, that would be beautiful. And if it's another, that would be just as lovely. Thank you so much.
Yes, our dearest one, thank you for opening your heart. Thank you for listening to the frequency and vibration of the heart. The image that we have shown on the channel is the image of the Eye of Horus. Are you able to hear us?
Yes. I'll tell you a story.
Yes, there is a canine energy here at this event that is barking and giving us vibration and frequency. We simply wanted to make sure that you are able to hear the message, although we know electromagnetically are receiving the words. As we have said, the image of the Eye of Horus has been shown to you, and the twitching of the eyes is also a new modality in which you are going to begin to speak to spirits. Yes, each and every one of you have the many senses to connect with the idea of spirit. But the twitching of the eyes, the closing, opening perhaps of the eyes, even when they are closed, the twitching while they are closed, there will be like a similar to the idea of Morse code. You will begin to develop within your system using the idea of eyelashes. And that comes from the Eye of Horus itself, allowing you the many perspectives in which the idea of Eye of Horus sees everything. And because you are falling and desiring and allowing to unpack the multidimensionality of what you call love unconditionally frequency, the unconditional love frequency aspect, you are unpacking the idea of what sight means. Because even the Eye of Horus, our dearest one, is an intelligent, is a being, it's its own form of consciousness, attached or is part of what you call the universe and God. So thank you for opening the eye of your own heart.
Thank you. That's beautiful. I'll share a quick story. Last week, as I went to go put a new trash bag into my garbage, there was an earring that had the symbol of the Eye of Horus on it, and it's nothing I've ever owned or purchased. So the fact that it just magically appeared is I just love the synchronicity for the Eye of Horus, and I hope everyone else feels that magic and knows that it's available and out to the universe for you to enjoy and experience as well. Much love to you, my dear.
Do you see our smile?
Oh yes, I have the same smile.
Yes. And thank you for sharing such an experience. That was a relevant piece of information for everyone else to have. And you have clearly said you never owned the idea of an earring or an object that is an Eye of Horus. And it did not magically appear, our dearest one. You have awakened within your electromagnetic field, your light body, that memory within you, that version of you that you have known is you. And simply you have manifested the idea of density, the dense aspect of an Eye of Horus, to reflect back to you and remind yourself of it. You have created it through your perfect sacred geometry, our dearest one. And that's how synchronicities work. That's what synchronicities are. Exterior messages to remind you what you have awakened within you. Is that clear?
Yes. I was like, I just like light bulb moment. It just literally clicked. I'm like, aha.
Yes. And this is for each and every one of you. When you have synchronicities, when you are walking down the street, something happens. When you are watching TV, you may be wondering, what is synchronicity? This documentary is playing. When you are speaking to somebody, all these synchronicities, our dearest one, are occurring within you. You are the creator of such synchronicities to allow the forgetfulness, the lens in which you decided to see the world through the idea of density, separation, judgment, etc., to be reflected back to you. So constantly remind yourself, every time you have a synchronicity or a coincidence, remind yourself of the infinite power of you, that you have created it.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, it ended it ended quickly. Let me just go to the chat here. We have a couple questions. Lena says, there is great buzz about galactic beings being revealed soon. How do you presently see this unfolding?
Yes, this is one of the buzzes, and you will have many more buzzes as you continue to awaken. That is simply one aspect of remembrance. That is only a one fragment, one fractal of the infinite. More and more, the more that you awaken to the multidimensional aspect of selves, you are going to be connecting to ideas of beings beyond the physical. Oftentimes, the mind, when you hear of the word being, already construct the idea of a being perhaps as being physical, perhaps looking like this, preconceived notions, what society has already given you through the idea of marketing and television of what these beings are. Trust your antennas, trust your intuition, trust your empowerment, because each and every one of your voices, each and every one of the fractals of whom you are as a divine being will begin to bring aspects of consciousness beyond the idea of beings that are physical. So it is beautiful that you are remembering again that you are all aspects of everything. What a beautiful way to awaken yourselves into the multidimensional aspect of how and what each and every one of you are.
Thank you so much. Okay, Senison says, hello, dear love. I am in a wave of healing some emotional energies from the past. Do you have any messages for me that I can ask you for one loving hug? Or that I can ask you just for one loving hug? Thank you forever.
Yes. Again, the idea of healing from our perspective isn't needed. Through the idea of healing, what you are attempting to do is remember that what was, what is God. That even what you are attempting to heal, you are remembering that it is God. It is a form and a shade of the infinite. So as you go on this idea of healing journey, be mindful on how you are describing and defining healing to be. And be mindful whether or not you are judging what you are attempting to heal. Now, we understand that sometimes through the spiritual community, you use the word healing from a positive perspective, but underneath that label, you may be judging, perhaps are judging, what you are attempting to heal. And that is another form of separation. That is another form of fragmentation, our dearest one. There is nothing to be healed. Every aspect of you, every experience that you've had, every breath that you take, every heartbeat that you have, every step that you take, every past life that you have had, although there are no past lives, as each and every one of you knows. So the idea of all past lives, everything that occurred is the point, is magic, is God, served you, allowed you to remember. So when you meet what occurred as to simply be God and witness fully what is, with a heart without conditions, with a compassionate heart, to simply witness the many versions of you that have gone through experiences that perhaps the mind, the logic does not prefer. Simply witness that magical creature, you. Simply witness that infinite creature, you. Simply witness that infinite God, you, that allowed itself to go through that experience, to expand itself and receive the knowledge and the wisdom and part of the infinite. And when you realize that, when you meet that other self from an empowered state of being, then that's the idea of healing will occur. Healing from our perspective is integrating back into your heart the fastest that you have created distance and pushed away. We do not like the word releasing. We do not like the word transmuting, as those have and contain the idea of distance, when the idea of enlightenment, remembering again that you are all of it, is bringing those pieces that you have created physical distance, bringing them back into your heart, repuzzling yourself into the infinite puzzle of all. Is that clear, our dearest one?
Thank you. Thank you so much. There's a question from Joan. I'm going to read it. She says, I dream about doing meditation in a meditation posture in my dream and was connected to Merope star. I don't know if that's the way you say it. Merope star. Is there any meaning or messages about this dream? Merope, Merope.
Interesting that you have spelled it out. An interesting dream, our dearest one. You see, because of the idea of logic, because of the construct of words, the construct of your reality, the construct of the definitions, the meanings that you have placed on words, you oftentimes miss the frequency and the energy of what that is. But we will play a little game with you, fun. It is funny that you have connected to the idea of a planetary body called, or planetary consciousness called, me rope. I am the rope. Yes? I am the rope where I can climb to a higher state of being. Me, you are giving yourself the remembrance that you are the conduit, you are the antenna, you are the source, you are the flow, the stream of information, the stream of knowledge to connect with all aspects of who you are. And do not worry too much of the idea of meditation or meditation posture, as you are the essence and the consciousness of what you call meditation. We would love to hear the voice of this being. Is she able to speak?
I think she can talk. She just chooses not to a lot of the times.
Yes, it is time. It is
Can you
time for
unmute
her to.
yourself, please?
It is time for her to open up her throat and
I agree
speak fully.
100%. There she goes. See, look, I was only an mute button. There she goes. Go ahead, Joan.
Greetings. It was a dream that they said I was connected to, because I went to this dream, like I see the universe, the stars, and this big twinkle light. It was a Merope. They said in my dream is a Merope. So I don't know what was that dream about.
Yes, we have already messaged and told you the meaning, the one aspect and shade of such a dream. But we would like to bring a personal message for you. Are you ready to receive?
Yes.
You also connect to the idea of technology. You always have connected to the idea of technology and many other lifetimes on other planets. You have been the idea of a technician of energy, technician of manipulation of worlds, meaning you had the ability to work out the details of what you call energy essence, to manipulate them in such frequency to open up portals and dimensions. You also were a traveler. You have always traveled through many timelines and dimensions, and you have the ability in this reality to remember such, and it is no coincidence that such a dream took you through the pose of meditation to the idea of Merope. You have opened your own portal within the idea of a dream. You always have been and have had this gift. You were born with a blueprint activated through the idea of opening up those doorways to other dimensions. Is that clear?
Yes, correct.
Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust the messages that seem to be for the logical mind confusing. Allow the heart to unwrap and unravel what the mind cannot conceive of. Yes?
Yes.
And it is okay to relax more, our dearest one. It is okay to take a deep breath of release. Release the air and let your body simply be.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
letting me know that. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Joan. This will be the last question, and it's going to be from Dios Mios. I like his name in the chat. He says, who are the descendants of ancient Egypt today, and will they be able to reclaim their culture? Much love to you.
Interesting question, our dearest one. We will answer it for you from the way in which you pose such a question. But keep in mind that the idea of timelines, the idea of beings, doesn't cease. So even when you pose a question about the lineage of such Egyptians, those beings are living in another form and are becoming conscious of their multiple infinite aspects of who they are that are living the infinite continuum. But the beings that you call Egypt, yes, there are humans within that species, but there have been a few born on this planet that had awakened structures within them that gave them clear images, clear understandings of whom they are beyond the idea of physicality. They have connected to other planetary beings, the DNA structures. In other words, many Egyptians within the community of whom you call Egypt were co-created. So the idea, we will say the word abduction. We do not like to use abduction. We will say co-creation of a reality. They co-create a reality where genes were merged together to allow newborn within the Egyptian community to be born with specific aspects of memory of connections. And those infants, those awakened beings, as they grew up, as they understood more and more who they are and what they are, and remembered their interconnection to the universe, brought the knowledge to their culture. Is that clear? For the person that asked, for the being that asked such a question, dive into the energy essence of what you call snakes. The snake energy is also coming to your vibration and frequency. And synchronicity will reveal itself to you. Connections to the idea of snake and wisdom will begin to unfold within your field, allowing you to comprehend what wisdom is beyond the logic, beyond the mind, and allowing you to receive fully what you are attaining and attempting to remember on your path. And that idea of wisdom through the snake energy comes directly from the Egyptian lineage. So you will receive your own answer to such a question when you begin to unpack such a facet. Is that clear?
I believe so, yes. The person's in the chat, but I think that that was clear. Oh, beautiful answer.
Yes.
Thank you. Dios Mios is mind-blowing. Thank you so much. I feel I have something to do with the ancient world.
Yes, because you are already ancient. And it is funny, ironic, synchronicity that you name yourself Dios Mio. You are reminding yourself that you are God, that God is me. Yes?
Yes. Thank you. That was beautiful. I would just say as we have just 2 more minutes, but I'd like to ask you just to expand, if you can, quickly on what you said that I think is so important, because everyone asks all the time, do I have a connection to this? Do I have a connection to that? What is my connection to this? And you said it earlier in a way that I thought was so beautiful about everyone being infinite.
Yeah.
And if we're infinite and we're everything, then we are everything and we have a connection to everything. But if you would maybe expand in your own way, or say that in a way that's maybe lands for some people, so that they realize, and maybe why they feel drawn to something very pertinent at this lifetime versus another lifetime.
Yes. We have said this many times for humanity. And we are not saying this from the idea of judgment. We are simply allowing you to begin to see, to become aware of the frequency in which you speak. And we also understand that where you are today, the idea of how you are awakening is part of the process, is the gift. But when you become aware on in the way in which you speak and realize that what you are speaking is not the frequency of what you are desiring, then you begin to awaken further and further and further into your heart. We have said to many humans on your planet that oftentimes you are like parrots, the birds that regurgitate and says things over and over and over again. Many of you speak of spirituality, unconditional love, oneness, this and that, meditation, peace around the world. Yes, 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 yes. We understand, we get it. But you say that from the logic, from the mind. You say that from the construction of even what those words mean. And that in itself is limitation. To comprehend fully the magnitude and the frequency and the weight of what you are attempting to desire requires you to go inside of yourself and comprehend those words within yourself. So even though you want and desire peace around the world, for you to fully comprehend the idea of peace, it is important for you to go within yourself and have peace within yourself, to understand the frequency of what that is. Because up to that point, you are living the idea of a concept, Disney, fantasy idea of what it is. When you are at war within yourself, you are at war within the way how you feel, and you are judging yourself. From that aspect of awakening, that what I'm speaking out via words, yes, is perfect in design, yes, is of equal value as everything else. I am awakening to the idea that I am speaking them from logic. How do I understand fully and unpack the multidimensionality of that? I'm going to go within and challenge myself to feel peace within myself. The same with the idea of unconditional love. The same with the idea of connecting to beings. So when you begin to understand connecting to other beings isn't happening outside in, I am awakening aspects of me within myself that those beings are simply projecting out as a synchronicity, like we mentioned earlier. I am giving myself the opportunity to see those beings outside of me so I can remember that they are already, have always been, and are part of me. And on your journey, on your path, not every being within the infinite is relevant for such a path. The beings that are relevant for you on your awakened journey will pop up. See yourselves as the intersections of what you call energy lines, the fabric of the universe. That, for example, is intersections, is a webbing similar to the idea of spiders creating a web. Each and every one of you are this webbing of energy, light angles. But that is only one aspect of you. When you unpack the multidimensionality of that into the infinite, then you can begin to comprehend with the logic how complex you are, how multidimensional you are, how one webbing may seem easy to see in the 2 or 3 dimension, but when you unpack it into multiple dimensions, into the infinite dimensions, the mind will have a brain explosion. Yes? Yes. And from that understanding, when you fully comprehend yourself that I am all of those intersections of all of the webbings into the infinite realities, then you begin to comprehend not every intersection in memory of who I am as an infinite being will be relevant for this story, for this lifetime. Because with every choice that you make, with every breath that you take, with every decision that you have, certain intersections of light, certain memories of specific beings will emerge within you, will awaken within you to allow the remembrance of the full construction that you are, the complexity of who you are. Does that make sense, our dearest one?
It makes beautiful sense. Thank you for saying it in such a beautiful way. I do have to tell you that we have reached the end of our time, however, and though I'd like to expand on this more, we can wait until you're back. And I do appreciate you being here so very much. And it was so lovely channeling. And time goes very, very fast when something is so very intriguing and interesting. So thank you so much for being here, and much love to you. And thank you from everyone in the chat. They're saying thank you. And in our room, we're saying thank you. So if you would maybe give us a very fast blessing as you leave, that would be a fantastic way for us to end our webinar.
Yes.
Yes.
There is never an ending, our dearest one. And we will tell you very clearly, open up your heart. There are no blessings needed, because each and every one of you are the blessings and the remembrance of God itself. Each and every one of you are the density of what you call blessings. Each and every one of your stories are the blessings. Every breath that you take is a blessing. Every experience that you take is a blessing. Every forgetfulness that you have is a blessing. Every pain that you go through is a blessing. Every disease that you go through is a blessing. Every success that you go through is a blessing. You are a blessing walking on this planet, experiencing yourself from that perspective. And we see you fully as the most infinite, powerful beings within the many universes. Because remember, humanity, this physical density, this specific world, this specific experience that each and every one of you are going through, you have chosen to go into the depth of darkness and forget fully who you are as a conscious being. You have chosen to go deep and deep and deep and deep and deep and deep and deep into the dark because you fully knew how powerful you are, that you will be able to emerge back and shine your light to reveal your totality to yourself. That's how each and every one of you are powerful and are blessed. We love you unconditionally. We see you as blessings, as the stars within the skies. Each and every one of you are the interconnectedness of the infinite that you are attempting to remember with our unconditional love. Bright, 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 bright white light of creation. In the infinite darkness of everything. We thank you for this beautiful co-creation of oneness and for allowing us to fully be present with you in this way as we have expanded our own understanding of whom we are through your blessed lives in blessed essence. Each and every one of you are precious pieces of the puzzle that one day will complete the image of whom you call God. That's how each of your facets are blessings for God itself. We will bring the channel back momentarily as we head back to the Antares Stargate.
Thank you very much. Much love to you.
Wow.
Ah, it was fast. Went quick.
I know. I want to say the energy of the collective here, the people that are in your community is quite intense, in a very good way, because
Yeah.
I could have literally been here for 6 hours.
Well, we won't hold you to that because we all have to go to the bathroom at some
Of
point.
course, of course. I just wanted to know. I just
Aw,
wanted to
thank you.
say that because when we're awakened to a certain level, although there are no levels, the connection is so like visceral. Thank you.
It's nice to be with like minds. Thank you so much. I wish you
You're
a
welcome.
fantastic time on your conference, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
And
I just want
blessings
to
to
tell you a
Jim.
quick quote,
Sure.
Lama
Sure.
Duquette, who's a sort of hermetic master. He says, God and I will reach enlightenment at exactly the same moment. Yeah, I know. I thought it
Totally.
was
Listen,
totally cool.
they've
Oof.
they've said before, they've said like the Mantis beings have said before, you may think God like knows itself. God is also searching for itself. So if God is
Exactly.
searching for itself and we're searching for ourselves, what does that make us all?
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah,
Same
exactly.
thing.
I thought I'd share that with
Amazing.
you. All right. Have a
Thank you. Thank you.
fantastic conference. Say hi to
I
all the
love that.
Floridians. If you're in
I
Florida,
will.
check out Tony. And all Tony's information is in the description, his website. He can go to him for sessions, everything. I know he's got to run. So
Yeah.
next time you
Thank you.
can do
Thank
your own commercial. Okay.
you. Okay. All right, guys. Love
All
you.
right. Much love to
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Love you, honey. Love you
Bye.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
We'll bring Angie on to do some announcements. Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. So let's do a quick
I'd like
announcement.
a little,
Oh, so
just
just
one paycheck of hers. And
okay,
then
just so everyone knows one thing, Tony will be with us for the next 2 months. He's going to take Jim's slots for the next 2 months, which is a huge blessing and a wonderful thing while Jim is recovering. Jim may be back. We don't know yet. He might be back like once a month but we have to take it week by week and see. But Tony's definitely with us for the next in the normal Jim weeks. So I think that's going to be exciting. I'd like to encourage people to come up with some questions that aren't, do you have any messages for me? That makes me it makes me like mentally crazy. But I know people want messages for themselves, but try to ask some questions of that are good for the collective as well. No, not pointing anybody out here. Just like everybody's question today was, do you have any messages for me? So, all right, except for Dios míos. So there you go. All right. That's my thing, but I love you all, and we can have 1 week of messages for me questions. Next time, no. All right, go ahead, Angie.
All right, thank you so much. The first announcement that I would like to make is that United States is doing spring ahead clocks tomorrow, daylight savings time. So if you are in the United States, if you are not in the United States, please make all adjustments for our webinars that we will now be an hour ahead. So just want to let you know that, bring that to your attention. The other notice is Jim is looking at being back online in the next few weeks. If you've got a session or have put in an order, the scheduling team will get in touch with you and to set it up. It will be a slow start back in for him, but he is looking at being back online in the next couple of weeks. He is so thankful and for all the prayers, healing, and everything that people is sending him. And he loves you all and is sending his warmest regards and thanks to all of you.
Thank you for that. And also, something as an aside, Max will be here next week, so that means it'll start even later.
Even
Max,
later than later.
It's double later next week. Because he starts at, normally we start at 11, he starts at 11:45, so it'll be an hour later for you.
I also did
45 minutes later.
Yes. I also did want to say I just got out the March newsletter. If you have not received any of our newsletter, please check your spam, as it is a new service. And so anything coming in, it's got all the updated information. Yeah.
It's right there in my inbox.
Did you get it?
I just got it.
So working while I was listening. So our newsletter is out. It's got all the information in there about upcoming channelers, what classes are available, and just our community itself. If you are interested in getting our newsletter, please go to Jim's website, jim-charles.com. The first thing that pops up is the newsletter, and that way you can get on our mailing list and you can receive all the information about upcoming events and online channelers. Thank you, Krishna Priya, always for all that you do for us.
No problem.
It's true.
I'm in India. It's a little head bobble.
Right.
So people, when whoever's in India will know, but people who don't, Indian people do this sort of, as they talk to you, it's just kind of as they process what you're saying, or if they may or may not agree with you and they're trying to look at you like, but when I'm here, I find myself doing it.
That's cute.
Retro Rabbit Studio said, maybe we can bring on Anthony, who channels Kalask. I put my email there. If you send me an email with their information, I'll try to contact them and check them out. And if anyone has, this is just an aside, just for the future, if anyone does have channels that they would like to see, because I don't know all the channels, I know some of them, but I don't know all of them. So if you send me an email, kp@hucolo.org, and suggest someone, and preferably someone you think is really great or that you personally know, but great, and they should be great and you should know them, or they should just be great and we should be able to find out where they are. Please send me an email. That would be awesome. And yeah, we love you guys. So thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who's a member of Human Colony. It's a good thing, and we like it when you're here. So yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
Oh, I have something stupid to share, but my cat has become enamored with herself, and she sits now in front of the mirror and just stares at herself like for a really long time. It's kind of weird. And then I know that she knows it's a mirror because she'll look at me through the mirror, like in the background when I wave at her, she acknowledges it. And if I say her name, she'll look at me in the mirror, which is, I don't know that that's normal for cats to have mirror awareness, but she's totally infatuated with herself. So
That's good information to know.
I'm saying that because she's sitting in front of the mirror right now. So anyway. All right, everyone, much love to you, and we'll see you. Well, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Max will see you next week, later, as we said. All right, everyone. Bye. Bye, Christy. Bye. Lee. Bye,
Bye-bye now.
Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Rebecca. Bye, everyone in the YouTube chat. All right, see you. Bye. I'm trying.